if Viv Richards isn't the greatest West Indian batsman of all time, and if it's not Gary Sobers, the greatest West Indian batsman of all time, I reckon there might be a bloke who can sit above both of them. And for him, Viv Richards was a very, very, very big factor in his life. And it's with great joy that we welcome that man to the front bar tonight. Please make welcome the one and the only Brian Lara, everybody. Do you remember him at his best? Do you remember as a kid watching Tomo tearing in and doing his thing?
Yeah, that's why I walked in as Viv Richards. The only way I feel I can intimidate Tomo is walking in like Viv Richards. But he may not remember, I actually played against him at Lilac Hill.
Do you remember it?
And that's the opening match of a tour in Perth. Yeah. And I was moving into him, you know, from half volley.
I do remember that.
He was 42 at the time, though.
How would you have bided your prime? You look at one of the greatest batsmen the world's ever produced. How would you have tackled Brian Lara?
I'm serious. I'm glad he didn't play in the team that he could have played in quite easily. If he just slid in there, it would have been an absolute nightmare. I don't know where he would have fitted. Yeah. And and he's one of the best players I've ever seen.
Agreed.
If you ask me who's the best guy I saw in the last 30 years, that bloke there.
Agreed.
Interesting that you two just passed each other at 42 at Lilac Hill, but you and Viv crossed paths right at the end of his career, Brian. Were you were teammates at the end?
Yeah, when I got into the team, it was 1989 against India, and it happened to be the test match in Trinidad, where I'm from. And I got the call when my dad picked it up on the radio. He was excited, and I got the call, listen, you need to be at practice at 9 o'clock. The team is going to arrive, and then you check into the Hilton. So I got to practice at 8 o'clock. And it being Trinidad, my brother took me and I got into the dressing room, empty dressing room, and I put my bag in the corner where I sat for Trinidad and Tobago for the last 2 years.
Yes.
And I went out and I had a hit, and then the bus arrived at 9 and I saw the great players, Viv, Greenwich, Haynes, all my heroes coming out, and walked into the dressing room. So I said to my brother, maybe it's time to go meet my new teammates. And I was walking off the field, and while walking off the field, my bag came flying out the dressing room. So I picked up the pieces, and I walked up the steps, and where I put my bag is where Viv Richards sat. So I spent the first 5 days of my international career in the bathroom.
Great to have you with us, Brian Lara, our special guest. What a joy it is tonight to have Jeff Thompson and followed by Brian Lara. We're just having a chat in the ad break about the emergence of T20 cricket and the explosion of the game. You would have been pretty special, I reckon, at the game. Would you have liked to have been around these days with these touring leagues all over the world?
Maybe, but maybe not in my 30s, because you look at a guy like Ricky Ponting and Sachin Tendulkar, they all struggled a bit. Yeah. I mean, because we were accustomed getting set, you know, taking 15, 20 balls to get going. Yeah. And we'd make that up at the end. But the end,
that's right.
The T20 game was over.
What about T10 cricket? I mean, this is the other phenomenon that's come up. That's ridiculous.
Right, T10 eventually it's just going to be the captain's tossing the coin and then you can just go.
Let's have 10.
You know what? I called Chris Lynn. I didn't know where he was. I called him for a game of golf. He said, I just shot 30 on the front nine. 30 balls, he took to score 90-something?
Yeah, that's right.
That's impossible.
Crazy stuff.
That's impossible.
When did you realise you could play the game? You, as a child, growing up in West Indies, when did you realise you were good at this?
When I was born.
Playing 4 defences on your ultrasound, were you?
I am the number 10 of 11 kids. I have 6 brothers. And when your father turned to you and say, you're my last chance, you know that
Well, I tell you what, you must have been hogging the bat in backyard cricket, because you're very hard to get out.
The 277 you made in Sydney, of all the great innings in your life...
Good to remember that was his 5th test.
The 5th test match. You make this... It was your first test 100,
yes,
I believe?
It was.
So you make 277 against the Australians. How, in all of the things that you've done in your career, how special is that innings for you?
It stands out. There are a couple more that maybe, in terms of my mental strength. I mean, as a newcomer to the test arena, it's my 5th test. You know, you get your first 100, and it became a very special, and I still remember it today. And I named my daughter after that 100, Sydney. And
Wow, that's incredible.
yeah. Thank God I didn't score my first 100 in Lahore.
Well, my firstborn's called Car Park at Denny's. So, that is fantastic. Congratulations, Sydney. That's beautiful. So you'll always think of her and think of 277 runs? Yeah. That's an amazing feat. Curtly Ambrose is one of my favourite cricketers of all time, and my favourite name.
He was not my favourite roommate.
Did you used to?
How do you room with Curtly Ambrose?
I roomed with Curtly Ambrose.
This is like the odd couple here. How did that go? So that was how it worked out. You'd be paired off with someone and you roomed with Curtly?
Back in the day.
How did it work out
I mean,
for you?
I think that's one of the problems in cricket today, where everybody has their own roommate and they have their Instagram and there's no interaction. But I had Malcolm Marshall, first of all, the late Malcolm Marshall.
Yes.
I had Desmond Haynes.
Yes.
And I had Curtly Ambrose. And he looked at me and he said, "Do not touch anything of mine in the room. Do not touch me or anything of mine." And I walked in the room and I put my suitcase on the door to jam the door, and I got my cricket bag. And while passing his bed, I touched his toes. And he's 7 foot tall. The bed is 5. And he got up and he had me by my neck. And Courtney Walsh, who was walking by, thank God I put the suitcase to jam. He said, "Curtly, what's going on?" I said, "I told him not to touch me."
That's why he was such a good fast bowler. That's what Dean Jones learnt when he asked him to take off the...
And one of the most beautiful, Curtly Ambrose.
Curtly Ambrose is my
the great
favourite
names of world sport. I mean, it's one of the great names.
You love these beautiful names.
The West Indians did have generally have good
Isaac, Vivian, Alexander Richards, Clive Hubert Lloyd, Gordon Greenidge, and then of course
Gordon Cuthbert Greenidge.
And then of course Brian is. Say, mate, you missed that. What's your full name?
Brian Charles Lara.
You missed out, mate.
Yeah, it started really in Healy in the Gabba.
Yeah.
My very first test match. It's hard to go over it, but it was a stumping opportunity. The ball missed the stump, and the umpire was actually blocked by Healy's body.
Yes.
And I looked at Healy crying on the ground, and I said, "Are you going to tell the umpire what happened?" And he said, "What happened?" That's what I said. And, you know, I walked up, and from that day, I felt, you know what, I've got to give it back. And, you know, the Australians have always been the best team from about 1995. And I always look forward to playing against them and trying my skills against the best team, Shane Warne, McGrath. So it was great, great competition, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Well, you made 501, and it's go down in legend. It will never be surpassed. Do you remember being dropped when you were on 18?
I remembered being dropped. I remember telling the umpire that I think my form was running out. And I had like about 5 or 6 centuries straight, and I said to the umpire, "This looks like it."
This looks like it.
You got dropped on 18.
So you got dropped on 18.
Yeah, I did. Easy catch.
What does it look like for that player?
Well, let's have a look. We've got a guy who was keeping at the time. His name is Chris Scott, and you can see he's devastated there. And little does he realise you've got to score another 480 runs. Have you ever wondered what that guy today is thinking, or whatever happens
you ruined his life.
to him? Well,
You ruined his life.
Did you ever think about him or what's
I
happened
think he
in his
does
life?
after dinner speaking, so he's all right.
Yeah, well,
He's got his story.
He's only got the one story.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can ask him, because we've flown him out and he's here tonight. Please welcome Chris Scott.
Chris,
You can't believe it, can you?
Chris, Brian.
Not an after-dinner speaker. Other people use it, but
Can I ask, has it come up once or twice over the journey, Chris?
well, this is the first time today, but generally 25 years.
What's your memory of the occasion? Can you paint it? Obviously, he's gone on to make 501. 18, you're feeling a bit terrible. As the day drags on and he goes past 100 and past 200, past 300, what are you thinking?
Well, I had a long time to think about it. It was a 4-day game, and there was bizarre scheduling in those days. We had a 1-day game in the middle of a 4-day game, and we also had quite a lot of rain in the game. So when you say that, I actually dropped him on Friday afternoon, and he was still batting on Monday. But
he was batting.
he did score at an incredible rate, but it was just the game was condemned.
So he was at the crease longer than it took for you to fly out here from England.
Can you take us? Do you remember the catch? Remember the catch? Is it clear in your mind?
Tell me it was difficult.
This is like therapy now.
Tell me it was difficult.
Brian says easy. I prefer regulation. Is a better word.
Regulation.
It was. It hit the edge of the back quite healthily, and I was always a bit of a struggle with nerves, and I just think I just froze, and the ball was like hitting a pair of cymbals. Really, I just froze because he was the greatest batsman I ever played against, and he was also in pretty good nick. He just got 600s in a row.
Can I ask you this one question, Chris? Because I know you dropped the catch, but just about your bowling attack that match.
Right.
Had they ever played cricket before? You let a bloke make 501.
Well, yeah, although I'm sure a mutual friend, Anderson Cummins, was the bowler, and he was a fine bowler, and he almost got him out a couple of times before then. But the bowler was actually Simon Brown. At the time, he was the best bowler in the country, and that's where I felt a little bit... that made me feel worse, because had I caught it, which I should have done, he may have, taken the wicket of the great Brian Lara. That may have propelled him.
I like that Chris is making out there's a couple of chances. Sounds like a very lucky 501.
No.
Hey,
After the catch, he just went into overdrive, and every ball went for 4 for the next.
Normally you hide your worst catch down at the third man, not give him the gloves.
That happened afterwards. Yeah.
What did you say to your teammates, Chris, when you put the catch down?
Well, there is a line that said, "I bet he goes on to make 100."
What's your memory of this? Did you give him any grief afterwards? Or did you have any understanding of what a monumental moment that was?
The way the ball hit, where the ball hit the bat, I knew it was a regulation catch. So the pavilion is in front of me. So I took 3 steps, I looked at the bowler, he's up in the end and he's down, and I look back and the ball is on the ground.
Brian, can I ask you this after all these years? Sorry, Maher, after all these years, is there anything you'd like to say to that man?
Oh, my... Listen.
Can I say, I feel like I'm going to say, Chris is actually, you've flown out from England to be part of this tonight, so we love the fact the bloke played first-class cricket
You're a good
for
cricketer.
15 years. He played for... Nottinghamshire and of course Durham, and he made a couple of centuries and took a lot of wickets on the way through.
He's coaching at Cambridge now. He's a good first-class cricketer. Can we do something? Can we give you another chance? Would you?
What?
If we, are you happy to nick one over? Yes.
We're going to ride it wrong.
We're going to say goodbye.
Come over here. We'll set you up the bat. Grab a bat.
Which one of these you want?
Pop the gloves on,
Sam, sit down, Sam. You sit down.
All right. I go over there, Brian.
You stay
right. You go back a bit further. Right. You go there. Right. Now, Sam, you're going to dolly it up.
All right.
No,
Yeah,
you stay back there.
You stay there.
All right.
If I drop this, will you invite me in another time?
That's all right.
What about if you just...
There we go.
Oh, really?
God.
All right. It's part of history.
Here we go. Come on, Chris. You can do this.
You ready?
Come on.
Yeah!
A moment in history. A moment for the game to rejoice in. Hey, Chris, thanks for coming on the show. You've been an absolute trooper. Chris Scott, our special guest. So is this Brian Lara. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks,